अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। गज़ा और फ़लस्तीन की सूरत हाल अब पूरी दुनिया के सामने है। हम आज खुसूसी ट्रांसमिशन पेश कर रहे हैं आपके सामने। खुसूसी तौर पर हम लिंक कर रहे हैं गज़ा से बराह रास्त। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। डॉक्टर अयमन।
Walaikum assalam, Imam Qasim.
Dr. Ayman, I would like to know what's the current situation over there.
What's happening here in sector Gaza? It's when we receive, for example, it's real massacre every day. Massacre at school, massacre at the street, massacre when the first day, as you know, the first day of Eid, we received 10 children. 10 children, the oldest of them 10 years, when they play around his houses, they killed. We facing many problem here, not only electricity, we have a lack of shortage, big shortage of drugs and medical supply. And as you see, the beds, because a lot of victims or wounded, we can put him in corridor, and the last, finally, we haven't enough beds here in emergency department, which consider the first line to receive the wounded people. You can't imagine how it's terrible. How it's terrible.
Dr. Ayman, it's very difficult situation. We can just imagine, and it's difficult to even think that our children are in same position or same situation and so on. Right now, it is basically complete distraction in Gaza, and I fully understand that there is severe shortage of electricity, water, and in your case directly severe shortage of medical supplies. Can you give us a bit of update on that?
Imam Qasim, as you see, this is which we have the all storage for gypsies, and all the wounded people, all of them need to put, because bombed F-16, need to put gypsies, upper limb or lower limb, and as you see, that's all we have. And Valiban, for example, you see, it's not enough for 5 or 6 injured people, and that's we have. If we receive now 20 or 30 or 50 or 100, for example, and every day we receive like this, it's not enough. As you see, it's very difficult to imagine what happening here in sector Gaza, and the Israeli attack up to now is still killed innocent people suffering a lot here. And we hope from you, Imam Qasim, to tell all the world what's happening here in sector Gaza, what's happening here to innocent people.
I can see the pain coming from your side and basically in people of Gaza. Right now, yourself, your team, doctors, paramedic staff, ambulance staff, and everybody serving the community over there. Many of you, most of you are volunteers working tirelessly, almost like 20 hours a day or possibly even 24 hours a day, 24/7. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can reward you, and inshallah will appreciate your efforts. Whole world is witness to everything was happening in Gaza. Can you tell us about the area where you are now, which part of the hospital, and what's happening over there?
We are here in Al-Shifa Hospital in ICU. Child maybe 10 years, and many of them we receive every day like this. It's horrible to talk about this, and you see lack of electricity now, and as you see the generator, big generator work 24 hours, because we haven't electricity at all. More than 5 days now we haven't electricity at all. If the generator stopped work or broken, will be broken, it will be disaster. Really lost of victims or people. As you see, let's all the world see how children bombed his houses, and another child here, 12, maybe 12 years, also head injury, severe head injury, and shrapnels. As you see, it's not the humanity. Let's the world not we not spoke about only Arab or Muslims, or where is the humanity now? They haven't anyone, you know. It's who can care, Sheikh Qasim? Who can care? And we have a lot of them like this child here in Al-Shifa Hospital, and many of them now without houses. Now it's many of victims for wounded children. Now it's quadriplegia or paraplegia or amputated or other thing. So or you know, stress of continence, for example, and many psychological problem they have as like others children. Terrible, really.
With every word of your statement and everything you're saying is literally hitting directly our hearts, and we are being really touched with everything. So we are with you, inshallah. We are with innocent children, people of Gaza, and inshallah we will continue to do whatever we can in our ability and capacity.
We are here 28 days from the Israeli attack, and we, not only me and all the medical staff, not leave the hospital for 28 now days, not leaving the hospital. We work 24 hours. Many of doctors and medical staff, Imam Qasim, for example, me, I didn't receive any salary for 4 months, any salary. And for 8 months we receive a little of salary. For example, $200 of dollars every month for 8 months, you know. And still we still standing, we still working, we still save the soil, we still here in Palestine, in Sector Gaza, in Al-Shifa Hospital. Now, Imam Qasim, we are here in the first floor of section, orthopedic section, or ICU, which created after the Israeli attack, because we haven't enough places. We create here as ICU, local ICU to put, because we haven't enough places. By the way, I want to thank Al-Khair Foundation they urgently give us a lot of medical supply and beds for these patients in ICU and in other in other hospital here like Shuhada Al-Aqsa, Kamal Adwan, other hospital of medical supply and equipment and ventilators. We hardly want to thank you, Sheikh Qasim, and Al-Khair Foundation for all which we give to support us.
I hope that Muslims of Britain and Europe, through IQRA TV, those who are watching, mashallah, on IQRA 826, and especially our brothers and sisters from Bangla community also, I'm hopeful that they will support further. And I'm pleased to see that Al-Khair Foundation is supporting many wards with not only emergency medical supplies, but beds, mattresses, equipments, and medical machines and so on, I'm just, I'm kind of in shock. So I'm not finding right words for this. So thank you very much, Dr. Ayman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, reward you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with you above everyone else. And we ourselves, within our means and capacity, within our ability, in fact, more than our ability, we are with you, not only financially, not only in dua, but in whatever way we can. Jazakumullah al-Khair, Dr. Ayman. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.